And we are live. Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Football Philosophy Podcast. And today we are reviewing the African Cup of Nations final that has just finished right now. Senegal winning the tournament finally for the first time in their history. Trey, talk to me, bro. How you feeling? Talk to me.
Champion! Champion!
Bro, I
Come
lost my
on.
voice.
Love that, man. You know what? I'm just happy for Senegal. First time in their history just to see a nation rise above, challenges and to just be victorious. And in the back of my mind during the game, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Remember, we spoke about it in the previous pod. Part of
Yes.
Egypt's plan is to take you into the
Mm.
deep waters, take you to penalties where you know they are specialists at penalties. But I just knew it was fate, man. From when Edouard
Yeah.
Mendy saved the penalty and Mane, redemption, loved it. It was beautiful for
Yeah.
Africa,
I mean,
man.
just to talk about that, Edward Mendy, first of all, throughout the whole day, I was so nervous. Every time I was thinking about this game, I was just like, you know what? If Senegal don't score in the first 45 minutes, if they don't get that crucial goal or the second goal in before in normal time, before extra time,
Mm,
I was so nervous and I was so convinced that Egypt would go on to win it because they have the know-how, they have the experience, and also they don't have that chip on their shoulder of not having won it before. So I was just
mm,
thinking like if it gets to penalties, they're gonna win it because this is how they do it. So as soon as the match reached the penalty shootout, I was just thinking to myself, you know what? There's no way I'm gonna watch this. I watched them beat Cameroon. Obviously, they
mm,
beat Ivory Coast as well in penalty
mm,
shootouts.
mm.
And also, I was just watching United lose a penalty shootout against Middlesbrough. So I was just like, no,
Yeah.
I had enough of
Oh,
shootouts. I was
oh,
so
man.
done, man. But
Mm,
something kept me like, you know what? Just see how it goes. Just see how it goes because at the end of the day, they got Edward Mendy in goal. He's a better keeper than most of the goalkeepers that Egyptians have faced, and
mm,
it proved right. The guy came up with two crucial saves, and
mm,
actually, it was pretty good saves. And on top of that, obviously, Mane steps up, having missed the penalty in the first 4 or 5 minutes of the match
mm.
and then he scores the winning penalty. That is elite mentality. I'm not gonna
Yep.
let it get to my head. Whatever happened in that first, 5 minutes, I'm just gonna put it out of my mind. I know exactly what I need to do. If I take this one kick, it's gonna win the tournament for my country. This is not
Mm,
for Liverpool. It's not for Southampton. It's not for any football club that you played for. It's for
mm.
your nation.
Yep.
That kind of
Exactly.
that takes huge mentality. And I have to say also, I have to say massive shout out to Koulibaly. Man, that defender is he's a defender, he's a
Yep.
leader, and
Yep.
right now he has that legendary status. Because
And
not only has he been absolutely amazing throughout the whole tournament, but
yeah,
he set the tone. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
was
what do
about
you
to
make of
say
his
that.
penalty?
I was about to say that, and
Go
remember
for it, go for it.
look.
I want to hear more praise for him.
You know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. We spoke about it previously on the last pod about penalties, the
Yeah.
importance of being
Mm.
confident and being assured about yourself. And as soon as Koulibaly picked up that ball for the first penalty, I thought to myself, this man is a leader. You know why? He's a defender.
Mm.
Let's think
Mm.
about that. The previous
Mm.
sort of defenders, like Abayi, for example, who've
Yep.
taken penalties and missed. But once Koulibaly just picked that ball up, I just knew that wow, like he just set the tone for the country, and I'm just
Yeah.
happy to see him lift a trophy, lift it for
Yeah.
Senegal. It's the first time in their history, and it's a proud moment for Senegal. And
Yeah.
I'm just happy. I'm genuinely just happy for every single player who represented Senegal, man. I was just happy for them, happy for the
Yeah. I
nation,
mean,
happy for the country, man. Beautiful.
yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we have to also talk about the other guy in the goalkeeper department for Egypt, Gabaski. He wasn't even supposed to be their number one goalkeeper.
Crazy.
Obviously, the guy is just unbelievable. Like
Yep.
he was so good, and I was so convinced that he was going to save a penalty in the shootout, and which he eventually did, even though it was a bad penalty by I think it was that the Bayern Munich defender, the right back.
Yes, yes,
I'm
yeah.
forgetting his name. But
Mm.
yeah, so you can see. But also, if you look at Senegal, their techniques was actually the style they were taking the penalty was is not something normal for to see three defenders take the first three penalties because it
Yeah,
was Koulibaly, then it was
yep,
Diallo, and then it was
yep,
the right back.
yep,
That's not normal. So I think they practiced this. They knew that if it comes down to this, they're gonna be ready. They have
yep.
the guys that are gonna be ready, and they're gonna keep the specialists like Mane for that last kick, and that's what happened. But let's talk about the other guy for Egypt, the leader, their captain, one of the best players in the world, Mohamed Salah. Nowhere to be seen again.
Yeah,
Why should he have stepped up to take one of the penalties, or was he just waiting to take the winning one?
was waiting to take the winning one. It's just typical Mo Salah. I think he just wanted to take the winning one for um, it's his character, it's in his nature. But for
Yeah,
me, we spoke about this in a previous pod. We just know that Egypt, in terms of their quality, man for man, Senegal was far superior in terms of the quality
yes,
in each player and each position. But also, what you have to consider is Salah is essentially in a team where the sole focus is on him. And if,
yeah,
for example, if you just think in your mind, 11 players, you just have to cancel out one player,
mm,
then hey, it's, it's going to be a good game. If you cancel out that one player who potentially, if you lock him off the game,
yeah.
they're not doing nothing.
He had that one good chance where it looks like he was going to bend it to Mendy's left or right,
Yeah,
yeah, to his right,
yeah,
but he tried to trick him. But Mendy was spot on. He was ready.
sharp.
What did you make of Edward Mendy's performance so far? Obviously, he's won the goalkeeper of the tournament, the
Yeah,
best goalkeeper in
you're
Africa
telling me
right
now.
now, the whole
Yeah.
world, you might say as well. What did you make of his performance?
You talking about throughout the tournament or just in that
It's
game?
everything, yeah,
Mendes, he's a top goalkeeper. He's world class for me. You have to consider him world class, one of the best, because Donnarumma, who won the accolade for the best goalkeeper,
yeah,
that was purely just based on the work that he's done during the Euros. But then if you think about Mendy winning the Champions League with Chelsea, now winning Senegal their first ever, you know,
yeah,
African
yeah.
Nations Cup. For me, Mendy, he has to be one of the best, or if not the best goalkeeper in the world right now.
I mean, I have to give it to him because right now you look at what's his name, Donnarumma. Yes, he had a very good first half of 2021 where he got AC Milan to finish in the Champions League positions, and I think if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have got there. He kept 5 clean sheets in the last 5 matches of that league season, but he leaves AC Milan, goes to PSG, and he doesn't even play. So sometimes he plays, sometimes he doesn't play. So I feel like anybody who goes to the French league should not be, I don't know, deserve to be winning the best of anything because that
Yep.
league right now is not even the top 5 leagues in the whole world. They got the Portuguese league right now is ahead of, if you look at it statistically and the league tables for the leagues right now. France is not one of the top fives of the league. So I feel like, yeah, we had a brilliant tournament. If it wasn't for him, Italy wouldn't have won that tournament. But you also have to look at what the player does throughout the whole tournament, throughout the whole year. I mean, so
Exactly.
that him winning that tournament or that award kind of really annoyed me because I feel like Mendy, if it wasn't for him, Chelsea wouldn't have won the Champions League. And not
Exactly.
only that, he's been superb throughout the whole year, throughout the whole of 2021.
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, right now, if let's say the African Cup of Nations was in the summer of 2021, what would have happened then? And he had won it. Would he have won it? I don't think he would because the simple fact is these people don't rate the African Cup of Nations as an award
Exactly.
or even African players.
Exactly.
It's
Yep.
that's the
100%
simple
agree.
truth.
I agree with you completely. And look, we're talking about previous pods that we've had, and we spoke about this, the importance of this tournament. I think it's traditional. That's why I got really offended or got really sort of passionate about responding back to reports about the tournament potentially not happening. I thought to myself, cancel the Euros then if you're gonna, if there was talks about the Euros being cancelled. So why wasn't that put into place
I
before
know.
trying to cancel a traditional tournament? Imagine if the tournament was cancelled, we
Oh
wouldn't
my
have
God.
experienced this moment like this tonight.
I
So
know, man. It's
these
such a
these
ridiculous thing to suggest. And
yeah,
not only that, if you look at clubs like Watford, the way they tried to keep, obviously they succeeded with Dennis. At the end of the day, he didn't even help them score even one goal. He got a red card in the biggest game of the season, which was against Norwich City. So that
yeah,
backfired on them.
yeah.
But they tried to keep Ismail Assar
Oh,
from going to Senegal. Bro,
wow,
think about that.
trust me,
Imagine you having to cause a player to miss such an amazing tournament for his country.
trust me.
Imagine Sarr right now, he could have been in Watford.
Exactly. That's that's one of the reasons why, for me, you just have to say, oh, who's that?
Yeah, so that's Fabian Zettel. He said, cheers from the Ross Seal team.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. That's
Obviously, raw skill. Yay, raw skill. Just a quick background. It's great that we've got the platform to do this. So, if, for example, you wanna, earn some money from FIFA through your
yeah.
Ultimate Team, download raw skill, and they would devise a platform for you to generate money and make some bets with a few mates, and you can get some proper change, man. So,
Wow.
guys, listen to me, like listen to me properly. Raw skill, download the app. I'm doing a quick promo for them. I
Go
promise
for it.
you,
Go for it.
I promise you, the app is tremendous. And in terms of just challenging yourself and being in a position where I've played a computer, I've played a few mates. Why not earn some money? Raw skills perfect for that, man. So guys, download that definitely. Fabian, God bless. Thanks for obviously tuning into the show. And
Yeah. Wow, Fabian. Wow, wow. That sounds amazing, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yes, it's a tremendous platform. No
Now,
worries, man. No worries. It's an actual pleasure. But yeah, um, in regards to the tournament itself, I definitely feel that it is very important that players can go represent for their countries. Especially this, it just goes back to what we were saying previously about players
yes.
choosing to play for their mother nations. They need to do
Yep.
it so they can
Yeah.
experience moments like this for
I
sure.
know. I know, man. Yeah, and obviously, during halftime, the show, the match while it was going on, Yaya Toure was in the BBC studio, obviously talking about the match. But he
Yeah,
brought up an interesting point where he was saying um, African teams should be allowed to have more than 5 teams, because if you look at which I completely agree with his point. I tweeted this actually during the match while it was going on.
yeah,
African teams having only 5 nations to qualify for the World Cup, while the Europeans have 13. I don't
yeah.
know how many. Yeah, they have 13, 1-3. Yeah, and we've seen, I don't know, Slovakia,
Oh
Slovenia,
God,
these kind of nations qualify
yeah,
for the World Cup, while we're gonna have one of Egypt and Senegal out of the World Cup finals. Think about that. The
trust me.
two best teams right now, alongside Algeria, Nigeria, and Ivory Coast and Cameroon, all of
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
one of them is gonna be out of the tournament.
It's crazy.
Nigeria and Ghana are going to be playing against each other for the World Cup finals.
Wow,
That's not,
I know, and my country, Congo, as well. We've got one of the hardest games to play to qualify for the World Cup. We're gonna play
yes,
Morocco. Can you
yeah,
imagine? We're gonna
yeah,
play Morocco. We haven't appeared in the World Cup probably since the 50s.
yeah,
It's been such a long time since Congo represented.
yeah,
Um, it's been crazy, man.
exactly.
Absolutely.
So it's not fair. So at least they should give them 3 more teams to represent Africa, because who are the best teams right now? Is Algeria, Egypt, Africa, Cameroon, Senegal,
Senegal, yeah,
Ghana,
yeah,
Ivory Coast.
yeah.
They need to have at least 7 teams, 8 teams representing Africa in the World Cup.
definitely.
for them to have 13 teams from European from Europe is a joke, man. It's an absolute joke. But in terms of this going forward, this win, how amazing it must be feeling right now for the Senegalese team. They're not going to be sleeping.
Oh man, they're gonna be partying until I don't know, God knows when. But and they deserve it. They deserve it. I think. Look, massive shout out as well to Samuel Eto'o. We obviously did it in the previous pod, but just to see how the tournament played out, Samuel Eto'o and the rest of the team that deals with the FA in Cameroon, you have to give them a massive shout out because the tournament ended up being a success, in my opinion. There wasn't, many issues. Obviously, we had the people obviously dying in Cameroon, unfortunately. But other than that, there it's been a successful tournament. So, um, look, I'm excited. I'm excited for the next Afcon. I think it's going to be great to see Senegal actually as the champions defending their title. It's going to be really interesting for sure. So,
Yes, here we go. Yeah, I was just sending the link to Lombe. I think he's going to be joining us soon. All right.
Lombe, what
Yeah,
Phantom
yeah,
AFC.
yeah,
Love that man. He needs to be in, of course.
yeah. I'm going to let him in.
You're gonna let him in right now. Come on.
I've sent him the link. I don't think he knows that we already started.
Oh man, look at him. It's Arsenal. It's Arsenal for you, innit?
All
Good
right. No, we
for
have
us.
to we have to bring him into the show, man, because
Yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah, of
Phantom.
course.
Yeah, man. He's. I think he's gonna be. Yeah, as soon as I see that he's waiting, I'm gonna let him in. But yeah, if we talk about, when Mane was taking wanted to take the penalty in the first
Yeah.
5 minutes, Salah went over to Gabaski, the Egyptian goalkeeper, and he tried to sort of tell him where he was gonna go,
Yeah.
which he succeeded. But in terms of them two going forward, can you see the relationship being affected by what happened today?
I think their issue, or their, I wouldn't say it's an issue. It's more of a rivalry. I would say. I think
Yeah.
it is a rivalry. It's an
Mm.
in-house rivalry between two players, and I definitely feel that Mane winning has shifted the curve in terms of maybe Salah thinking, if I win this, or if I did get my hands on the trophy, then I would have been closer to potentially winning the Ballon d'Or, and that would be the full stop of basically saying, look, I'm better than this player. Winning the Ballon d'Or, that's the discussion done. So I think Mane definitely does deserve it. I think he's one of those players that he works so hard. He does a lot of things off the ball that a lot of people don't see. And the
Mm.
way he is as a person, his character, oh man, I'm just happy that his team's lifting the trophy, man. At the end of the
Yeah.
day, champions
Yeah.
of Africa, first time in their history as well. For me, that holds much more weight than whatever Salah is going to win for Egypt, in my opinion.
Exactly, exactly. Um, Obviously, Mane ended up being the winner for the best player award, but we had Vincent Abubakar coming on to the pitch. He won the Golden Boot, but
Oh,
you could tell he was happy that Mane won the tournament instead of Salah. He's got this kind of beef that I
yeah,
don't know where it comes from.
I know. You know what? I think you know what? It's a bit crazy, but I think. Do you think it's because of his character, Salah's character, the way he's maybe comes across like he's arrogant or he's got some ego? Maybe I don't know. Maybe he's not
Yeah,
trying to do it, but it's how he's portrayed, I guess.
I
I
think
don't,
it's more to do with how people see him as this kind of a figure, as the icon. And what Vincent Abubakar was trying to say is he's trying to say this guy is not a big deal to me. He's just a
okay.
player who scores goals. That's it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Why should we be concerned about him? So, but I think he has a lot more respect for Mane. If he
Of course, man. Of course. I think it was. If I'm honest with you, it was just a situation that everyone wanted to see. We just wanted to see Senegal win it. It feels like he won for Africa. Senegal won for Africa for some reason. I don't know why. It's just the feeling of Egypt. They've done it before. We've seen them do it on a number of
Yeah,
occasions.
seven
So
times they've won it. Yeah.
exactly, seven-time champions, and we've just seen someone make history. We've seen a team make history.
But you know
Um,
what? I was, while the match was ongoing, this is
yeah,
actually, it shocked me a bit. I read the stat.
yeah.
The ball was actually in play during the whole 90 minutes. It was actually in play for only 40 minutes.
Wow.
That's it. The rest of the time, it was just being wasted, players acting injured, fouling players. Egypt have been horrible to watch throughout
Yeah,
the whole tournament. And
horrible.
as much as I don't know what you think about this year, but some people love it. Some people like how they play because
Yeah,
this defending is also part of the game. Is the art of defending, all of that. But
yeah.
I didn't enjoy it. That's not what I watch football for. I don't sit there for 120 minutes to watch Gabaski, the Egyptian goalkeeper, acting like I don't know, Mr. Glass. You touch him, he goes down like he's broken a bone, like every single piece of his body. That's not what you want to watch. You want to watch
Exactly.
great football being played. And if you look at the Senegalese players, every time they got fouled, they didn't cry about it. They just go on with it. If you look at the Senegalese coaching staff, they didn't even have any arguments with the referee. The Egyptians, for me, have shown a lack of respect for the whole tournament. They've just acted so poorly.
Yeah,
They were crying about every challenge. They were crying about every single time that
yeah.
someone even touched their a nose or ear or something. It's just been horrible to watch.
Definitely, I agree with you. I think you mentioned it in the last pod as well. Their tactics, especially for the first game against Cameroon, their tactics was just absolutely poor. Hated it. You could just tell that they want to use their experience and their, specialists
Yeah,
for penalties because they're very good at penalties. It's like that's what they're playing for. They're playing to take you to deep waters, penalties, and you can see why. You can see why.
they took the knockout thingy like too seriously, bruv.
Trust me.
Here we go. Lombe is
Here we
joining us
go.
now. Phantom
Yo,
AFC.
yo,
What's going on, guys? You're right, yeah?
yeah, champions of Africa, Senegal, champion,
Unbelievable.
champion. Come on,
Mane!
Made.
They've
You come
actually
and
gone and done it as well, man. I'm so happy for Senegal, but at the same time, a bit disappointed for the Egypt defense, man. That Egypt defense was, and the keeper as well.
Mm, mm.
They, it's a shame. It's a shame that they weren't able to lift anything today.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking about that right now. Before you joined us, I was saying, yeah, you have to give them credit for being able to defend that match, for being able to absorb so much pressure and then get to penalties and make it through to the final. But that's not what I watch football for. If I was in Cameroon right now and watching Egypt play every single game, I would have felt cheated on because I was just telling Trey this year. I read a stat that the ball was actually in play for only 40 minutes. The whole
Is
game,
it?
mad.
Oh my gosh.
bro.
Yeah.
That's not what.
A lot
That's
of
not the kind of football
diving,
you want to watch.
a
You
lot
know?
of wasting time, a lot of few tappers in the back of their heads. A few of those. Oh, it's just crazy, man. It was absolutely. You could just tell that. Carlos Cruz.
Yeah,
You could just tell he's such an old school traditional coach, where he's purely focused on if you've got a inferior team. Let's say if you've got a team that's not stronger than the other team. Let's say, for example,
yes,
then we're gonna just defend. So playing the counter. But for me, it seemed like they were playing for pens. They've done that in the previous game.
yeah, yeah.
They've now done it in the final as well. And you can see why, because they've got specialists, penalty specialists. Do you not see their first pen? Their first, oh my gosh,
I know. Yeah, yeah. Top corner.
that's
So easy. Yeah,
obviously I love penalties. Like penalties is my thing, and that penalty, especially first penalty,
Hmm.
oh, that was clean. That was clean. You could
Phantom,
see
what
why.
did you make of Mane and Salah? What was going on in there, the mind games? I was just asking Trey, do you think this is gonna affect them going forward because now Mane has come out on top?
Yeah, I did get the feeling that Salah was under just a bit more pressure, like throughout the whole thing. He's got his teammates there.
Mm.
He's got a bit of a better team. He can attack in a way that is used to a bit more. You know what I mean? They can spread the responsibility around a bit more in Senegal, but Egypt, apart from that defense, like they didn't really have much to go beyond Senegal and get at them, like apart from Salah. So it was tough watching that. But with regards to Mane, man, the keeper nearly saved his penalty in the beginning, man. That was a it's
Yeah.
I can't lie, man. That Egypt defense, I know it's not what we want to watch football for, but as a defender, Trey, as a
Yeah,
defender,
yeah.
I can't
Of course.
I can't yeah, I can't help but respect the
The graft.
yeah,
No,
the
you
graft,
have
man.
to. You have to. And also, Gabaski wasn't even their first choice goalkeeper. He only came on as a sub because their first goalkeeper was actually injured. And since he came on, he's just been on it from day one. The guy has been on it, and even this game, he saved one of the penalty shootouts. Was almost able to. Well, should have saved. Should have saved. I think it was the Koulibaly one that he went the right way, but Koulibaly hit that with so much power and
Love the
just
guy,
set
man.
the tempo from then on. But
You know what? Sorry to cut you off.
yeah,
Obviously because we've got Nombi on now, man. Big up, man. Bro, like we just spoke about just appreciating the defense. Koulibaly, man. This guy, man. My days. He's I'm just talking about his whole performance throughout the tournament. Hands
Mm.
down, best defender by a mile. I don't think anyone is close to his level in terms of leadership, in terms of knowing what to do in certain situations, being strong and leading by example as well, even from that penalty kick as well, setting the tone, just like what obviously Mr. Philosophy had been saying about the penalty as well. I think he set the tone, and it was fitting for him to lift that trophy at the end. And our boy Moose is gonna love it, man.
yeah.
He's been crying for him to go back to Napoli, and you
Yeah.
can see
They need him.
they need him, man. He's a rock, the beast.
Absolutely, man. There's been his development from the moment he stepped into Napoli into now. Like he has grown so much and matured into such a basically he's a complete defender now. Like he's
Mm.
he's got leadership now. Like I remember, I think Raul Albiol helped him a lot for his career, having that partnership where
Yes.
he had the guy reading, then he would be the first person engaging. But now he's turning into that leader now. He's getting that in his game, and he hasn't really lost any of his pace. Or yeah, that Koulibaly is this guy he's a Napoli legend, man. I hope
Legend, man.
it will
The
be
legend.
it will be really sick to see him win something major with Napoli, like Serie A or something like that
They
would.
can do Serie A this year.
Yeah,
I think they can do it this year. I'm putting it out there in the podcast that I think they can do it. I don't
yeah,
see
but
why they
they need
can't.
to get their players back like fit ASAP, and they need to get that momentum that they had at the beginning of the season going. Like,
They won. They won today.
Yep. And
Oshiman's
Inter Milan
already
lost.
scored as well.
Yeah, Inter lost today. Well, I think it was yesterday. Inter lost. Milan
Man.
won.
Yeah.
Giroud,
You know who
Yeah.
scored? It's your boy, isn't it? Giroud.
Giroud. That, I
Man.
always tell you, this guy's like Fellaini, Giroud, mate. As soon as you underestimate him, bro, he'll step up with a header, far corner or something like.
He's reliable. Chelsea
Yes,
fans are actually crying out for him to come back instead of
Yeah,
Lukaku.
they need him. Oh my goodness, Lukaku. Oh my gosh.
Should be playing for Congo. That's why.
Mm. Big man thing, but
He ain't winning nothing with Belgium, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think obviously congratulations to Senegal. Yeah, we're gonna call it a day. Phantom, thanks so much for joining me. I know you're on the road, still taking the time to join us. Do you have any final words about Senegal and winning this tournament?
Not much apart from congratulations, man. This has been a long time coming for Senegal. You know, they're one of those teams one of those African nations. They've also always got a good team or some good players, and like, you know, they always play a nice. They've always got interesting players or something interesting going on. So it's finally good to have seen a good Senegal winning team. They're like an extension of Ghana, man. Senegal.
Yeah, and look, man, just Lombe, man, just to sort of put it out there as well, bro. Like you've experienced it. Like obviously you've seen Zambia win the African Cup of Nations, of course, man. So just that whole experience of how do you think Senegal's feeling, man? Like obviously you
Oh,
felt you felt a type of way when it was
oh.
Zambia, man. How do you think they're feeling now?
No, they're 100% there. They've got Mane in the team from Liverpool and whatnot. There will be adverts and stuff. There'll be if I go off of what happened in Zambia, man, that team, Mendy, Mane, all those guys, Konate, Kuyate, and all them, Ismail Assar. I'm telling you, they're gonna be unstoppable for the next year. The country is just gonna feel like it's
I know,
just.
man.
But
Because it's a release. It's the relief as well after waiting for so long. That's
I'm
what
not gonna
makes it.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And this is sounds so bad, man. I hope they beat Egypt, man, so they can get into the World Cup, man. Honestly,
I
I
think they will.
yeah, I think they will as well, man. I think this is giving them the edge because
Yeah.
in this sort of two-legged battle, so this is the first leg, and they've got the second leg, which is for the World Cup,
Yep.
World Cup place. So it's wow.
I know. And also we have Nigeria playing against Ghana. That is gonna break the tweet.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna
Hey,
know who's
Twitter,
got the best jollof rice. Yeah.
Twitter's gonna be going crazy over that. Who's got the best jollof?
Or
Yeah.
Jollof Wars.
Jollof wars, man, all over the place and that, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Then
It's gonna
we'll
be
see
crazy.
who has the best one.
Who has the
And
best jollof? Boy,
I'll take a plate from both. I'm not gonna lie.
okay, you know what I'll do? I'll do half and half, man. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, man. Ghanaian jollof though, different level. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't tried Nigerian jollof. I've only tried Ghanaian only.
Ghanaian jollof. I'm not gonna lie. It's a different level.
Mm.
Lie, man. I might cause a scene here, man, with my Nigerians, man. But I'm just being honest, man. I've tried them both. Ghanaians, wow.
Mm.
Dude, no comment. No comment. It's guys. Both. Either way, someone's gonna kill me. Whatever. If I say the opposite, someone's gonna kill me. But I'm not gonna lie. I've had people who cook good Nigerian
Trust me,
jollof and good
I've had some good
Ghanaian
ones as
jollof.
well.
So I'm stuck.
I've had some good stuff as well. To be fair, it's hard to judge. It's hard to judge for sure.
All right, then, guys.
But wait, before you go,
Yeah, go for it.
yes, Phantom needs to do a special compilation, man, for Senegal, man, throughout this tournament. He needs to do
That's
one
if he has the time.
Absolutely, yeah. If I get the time,
Yeah, man, you need to do a special one, man. I know because obviously this is a platform to big you up as well, man. In terms of compilations, here's your man right here. He will create something tremendous for you.
cheers, man. Appreciate. But yeah, man, if I get the time, literally,
Yeah.
I would enjoy doing it as well, man. Senegal play some good football.
They have, man.
I want to see. I would love to see one for just Ismail Assar. I want to watch videos of Ismail Assar all day long, man. The guy is
Yeah.
very good. I wanted to leave Watford.
Even as a defender.
No, you're right. You're right, Abdi. You know, there's a player in this Ismail Assar, man. Somebody needs to pick him up and man, I can see him even at Man United going to replace because you guys need a right winger. Like you need that guy who's gonna be on the outside.
We're gonna end up playing him a left back. That's just how we do things, you know. We buy Sancho to play on the right, yeah.
And then we bring left back.
Ollie's gone, man. Ralph Rangnick's he's got a better feel for. Actually, okay, yeah. It's been a question mark so far, but he's got a. I have a feeling he knows what he's doing. It's just hard to see.
Randy knows what he's doing, but I don't know, man.
Time.
United, man, they're a bit funny, bruv. Because Sancho should be playing on the right. I don't know why he keeps playing on the left.
You reckon? I told you, Trey. Remember, Trey? I told you Sancho's going to be playing on the left in the Prem.
I just don't understand it. Rashford is a better left-footed player on the left side of midfield. If you look at it,
cuts in. That's his game.
He cuts in
to cut in. Sancho's game is to beat a man.
To be honest with you, when it comes to playing on the right, you need like a bit of a specialist. And if you look at players who are right-footed who play on the right-hand side, like Ismail Assar, Adama Traore, Nani, Beckham, these kind of players, Ronaldo, who used to play on the right, they have a bit of skill to beat players. What Rashford does, he runs into defenders, and most of the time, he has a bit of space to beat them. Like he comes inside, but with his left foot, I don't know, it just doesn't work for me sometimes. So I don't know. We'll see. Ismail Assar, I would love to see him playing for one of these big teams. Even Arsenal could do with him. I don't know if Pepe would move into a bit of a centre forward position, but I could see him being a success at Tottenham, at Arsenal, even at City.
Rashford. Actually, no, I agree with that. But Rashford needs to, that technique that Rashford's got from the inside left. You know that goal that you always play when he chops inside Van Dijk and then puts it in the far corner, or is it chops inside Trent Alexander-Arnold?
2019, yeah.
You know that finish into the far corner. He's got this thing where he plants his foot into the ground and then he drives it into the far corner. He needs to work on that and make that technique.
Let's park it there. Yeah, I've got a comment here from 3 Midfield Podcast.
Go ahead, pick up.
Nice one. He says, don't let Man United stress you. Let's celebrate successful Afcon. Well done to Senegal. That is it. Right there, man. That is the comment I was looking for. You're right, man. 100%. I am not going to let Middlesbrough be in Man United in the FA Cup. I'm not going to let them stress me out. Bro, I have been, from the day this tournament began, I have been saying Senegal all the way. Senegal are going to win this tournament. They are the team to beat in this tournament. And for me, just to see them, obviously, I would have loved to see Cameroon win it, because they're playing at home. But they've won this tournament in 2017, so this is Senegal's turn. And I'm so happy for the coach as well, because he lost as a captain, lost as a manager.
Yes,
now,
yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2002 he lost as a player, and 2019
wow.
Algeria. So
it was good to see the relief that his reaction. They showed the
way he ran.
Oh man,
he was gone. It was beautiful. That's sometimes people don't understand why he loves football so much. Just to see moments like that, to see someone go through like a difficult situation, rise above it, and be successful, man. These are the moments that inspire and motivate.
Even Mendy, he's been in like 4 finals now in the last year.
Yeah,
he's got like what? He's been like what? I think it's Carling Cup final, Champions League final.
He's been in the FA Cup final. I don't think he's been.
Oh yeah, FA Cup final, Champions League final. Afcon final and something else final.
The League Cup, not League Cup. No.
Super Cup. The Super Cup?
Yes, it was the Super Cup. Yeah.
They
won the Champions League. Yeah.
And he's got also the Club World Cup. He's gonna be. I think he's gonna be playing. I think he's gonna want to go back there to Chelsea, and because I don't know if they're gonna be happy with Kepa to play because of he saved the penalty in the FA Cup, but I want to see Mendy shine, man. Mendy deserves it. Mendy deserves it. Diallo has been amazing. That's another player that I've been super impressed with from PSG as well. From PSG, I have been super impressed with him. I've been impressed with Mendy. I've been the midfielder as well as the goalkeeper. Idrissa Gana Gueye has been amazing. And also the teenager who came on to replace the striker, the number 15, he's been good as well. I forgot his name. But obviously
The one that scored the pen.
Yeah.
Top corner. The top corner one. Oh,
top corner,
man. You see, those sort of penalties I love, man, because he beat the goalkeeper by his movement. You get, he was faking like he was going that way, and then last second, different direction. People going the wrong way, man. So class.
Also, we have to give a massive shout out to Demba Ba, because I'm sure he would have loved to be part of that.
Oh yes, Demba Ba.
And Cisse, is it?
Cisse, yes.
Cisse, yeah.
Is it Papa Cisse, isn't it?
Yes, Newcastle, yeah. Newcastle. They both would have loved to be part of this, so I'm sure this win will go to them as well, man.
Yeah, Juve as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool as well, he would have loved it, man.
Yeah, because these guys, they've set, the tone for the likes of Mane, Ismail Assar to, believe that, what, we can do this as well in the Premier League. We can be something.
You could already see the next gen being built. Like, obviously, Mane's the vocal point, but Sarr's like his little brother, man. That's like the next Mane coming up. Or potentially he could be, it's crazy.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any final words before we shoot off? Because we're about 40 minutes in now.
Oh, man.
Not much. Apart from, I have to say, unlucky Egypt. They had a pragmatic game plan, but it nearly worked. Let's be honest. They did take Senegal into deep waters, like, to give you an analogy, Abdi and Trey. And it nearly worked, so it's very unlucky. And Senegal, congratulations, man! Congratulations. Mane won the Salah versus Mane country wars.
Keep shining, Sadio Mane. Keep shining, bro. Yes, Trey.
Yeah, man. No, I just wanted to personally say, look, big up, man. Big up Senegal. Senegal, they've gone out there. They've shown us that, look, dreams are possible. And look, I'm just going to end it by showing you this picture from Moose. Proud moment for this man right here.
Koulibaly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves it, man. He deserves it. And also a massive shout out to Samuel Eto'o and the Cameroonian FA for putting together an amazing, wonderful tournament. Let's celebrate a very, very successful African Cup of Nations, and I cannot wait for the next one. Hopefully, Somalia will qualify for that one.
Yeah, hopefully Congo will be in that one, and Zambia.
And Zambia, indeed.
Zambia, Congo, the whole lot.
I need that feeling again, 100%.
Oh, man.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Trey, Lombe, thanks for taking the time. Take care, guys.
No problem, guys. Cheers, yeah? See, we'll meet again.